But as far as the private, yeah. Like, our power block is now number 2, which doesn't shock me. Actually, it kind of shocks me that we're not number 1 yet. The Dutch from the Netherlands are coming now. Good. But yeah. We're at 4,000. Like, it's probably time I upgrade our construction sector, isn't it? There. We now have 12,000 available construction. Like, use however much you can. We have 2.34 billion in the investment pool. Like, this is going to be the greatest thing to ever happen for the Ching. You know? Already at entangled. Plus 430, 452 difference in gross domestic product. Oof. Alright. Still, we are increasing our relations with the Qing slowly now. I'm debating what to do. It might be better to have them separated the way they are. Yeah. It might actually be better to annex them as well. Alright. Oh yeah, we can do even electric trains now. Steel passenger cars. Make the engineers loyalists. Alright, we are having a massive shortage of glass, which isn't that shocking. Because I never really did get my grand glass factory started over here. You know? Like, I'm gonna build a fucking glass factory out here. So each one of these takes about 40, we'll say 50 after everything else. So 50 times 50 is, ooh, 2,500. So I could use like another, let's say 25 lead mines. All right. Anyway, the Great Chicago Glass Factory should probably, you know, win the day here. Assuming they can get people in it, which is usually the hard part. Like, our standard of living is doing great. We're just about caught up to Britain. Alright. Doing art silk. Yeah, now might be about the right time for me to roll out the assembly lines. Where possible. Let's go to open hearth there. I don't really care if it's not as effective. I need the assembly lines. Should be able to do arcades now. Maybe not. Covered markets. Public motor carriages, eh. It's fine. Either way, that helps a lot. We just freed up a lot of people. Let's also dramatically increase our tooling output. Ah, yes, we now demand 3,200 rubber. Alright. So, when the glass factory is built... yeah, rubber. Let's develop the rubber industry, shall we? All right. Yeah. This thing's hiring so much. Yeah, minus 3,200 rubber. Prioritize glass production. Alright, we actually are meeting glass demand now. The real incredible thing is, looks like we need a lot more oil. Oh good. Looks like they're building it in California. Alright. Only 0.08, which is shocking, really. Ah yes, economic dependence is really starting to catch up on them. Yep, 35% of their GDP is owned by me right now. Yeah. That's a crippling amount of economic dependence. Wow. Who supports their independence? Spain. Oh, well, we'll get out of cold relations soon. Well, despite all this, we still can't seem to get enough rubber. Despite the fact I think I literally just built all of the rubber plantations in the world. That, like, in my region anyway. Shockingly, my sphere may actually not have enough rubber. We can get like a little more off of like Haiti and the islands. Liberia has some. That'll do. But yeah, we're really kind of scraping the barrel. Feared, but not loved. Yeah, remember how we helped you? Whoop, I accidentally hit the pause button. My apologies. Yeah, they did not come to our aid. Britain starts a conquer state diplomatic play against us. That's pretty bold, Britain. That's pretty fucking bold. Like, for somebody who does not have the firepower to fight this. Okay. Empire of Japan sides with Britain. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, add war goal. Transfer the subject. Oof, God, I want to just go for the Raj. Unfortunately, I actually can't. Which sucks. Canada's actually even more expensive. Liberate Canada. Yeah, they've got pretty good shit. So if I were to switch back over to military and brought out the flamethrowers and the chemical weapons. Ah, yes. Yeah. Alaska will be a slight loss. All right. Half. Half. I'm going to split into 4 distinct battle groups. In order to increase my rating capacity fairly significantly. Yeah. All right. Oh, wow, an artillery commander. Siege artillery offense, plus 5%. It's not as much as I'd like, but still something. The real question is, what is my strategy in the opening moves here? I think I'd let them attack onto me. Like, they seem fairly confident in themselves. In which case, I have no reason to not just pull defense. Going to do last stand here, boys. And, like, I'm going to have an advantage fairly heavily on... Yeah, I'm worried about, like, naval invasions, though. Yeah, like, they're going to conquer Alaska and bring down a lot of extra troops. I can always call it more if necessary. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are all going to just raid convoys here. Alright. Because that's probably a lot more quickly than they realize going to cripple them. Yeah. So there you go. I'm hoping that they open the front first with an attack. But it does not look like they are going to. Oh, there they go. They are just confident enough now. Or were. Oh. There they go. Yeah. Those are some pretty small battles since they didn't roll like New York. Which is unfortunate. I think I might, Oh, there we are. That's what I figured would happen. Alright. There goes the battlefront. Britain. Britain. You fucked up, Britain. It's funny, I could have liberated the Raj if I wanted to. And it's mostly just that I forgot, but still. Wow. Okay. Gentlemen. You three can go over the top. I want the last guy in reserve for defensive. Yeah. Oh, it's a stop tour. Yes. Socialists are heading towards 58%. Yeah, we lost a battle out in the prairies, but... I think it's rather quickly becoming apparent that this is a lost cause for them. Alright. Economic crisis in Canada. Yeah, I can't imagine why that's happening. Our morale is not recovering as quickly as I would like. So we will give them that. I will crank my taxes. There we are. Like, get that morale recovery up. That's another one of those ways we can just kind of defeat the British. Is that their armies start to morale out. Yeah. It doesn't help their morale recovery is probably heavily, you know, screwed by the Royal Navy just getting walloped at sea. Yeah, it looks like the Qing aren't going to hold there, which is unfortunate. But also, that doesn't really matter if they can enforce peace. Like, I've got... Yeah, negative 89, negative 90. Got, like, a Tibetan army here. Clean up the Maritimes. Clean up there. Like, unfortunately, this whole thing is no matter where we attack Canada along here, it's going to divide, so... I kind of expect to, like, lose some ground here, but at the same time... Yeah, British war support's not great. And it's hemorrhaging pretty badly. Oh, come on. Why are they attacking into Quebec? All four of you advance. Alright, 26 days back to the main front. Unfortunately. Hey. Why is that another 20 days? Goddamn, I am getting front memed here, and it sucks. Alright. Like, the worst part is they're probably gonna, like, backstrike this or something. Come on, just take Quebec. Why is this the Ontario Newfoundland front? Actually, that's a very good question. There we are. Yeah, you see, they're just able to travel in much more of a straight line than I am. Like, I might actually lose this war because I can't get to this front. Because I've literally been front memed so hard. Yep. Look at this. This is disgusting. Okay, and it's going to take me a full 30 days. My capital has in fact been occupied. Okay. Well, I guess at a bare minimum I'm going to need to do something like, I don't know, split my army, but Jesus Christ. We're just bouncing back and forth there. Yeah, it turns out it's apparently very easy to just kind of get your army encircled in these regions. Okay. So, the immediate thing I'm going to have to remember to do is divide my army the moment the front splits, which it realistically will. Yeah. So, just split half. It's only 10 days around. And yeah, like they're still collapsed, so. Just had to do it. Unfortunately, it's probably, well, I guess there can't really be that many more divisions because there's the backstop up there. Still. We'll get the Maritimes handled. And handle Newfoundland. That's better. God, the front system can be silly. Yeah, needs to be addressed. Anything else? Questionable practices. Yeah. The trade unions can't be trusted to run the asylums. They'll probably think that the cure for mental illness is communism or something. Mentally ill, comrade? No. You've just been brainwashed by the capitalists. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ah. The Indian Uprising. So, this also, you're a fucking pariah for this, Britain. Yeah. No wonder. Alright. What do you mean? Oh, because that's not an integral part of them. For that, I have to land on their home islands. Well, it's not like we've got a whole lot of defenses there. Are either of you capable of perhaps a naval invasion at this time? Cool. Yeah. We don't need both armies here. They're in collapse. Oh, yes. The Japanese are bringing in troops. Alright, I'm going to move you guys over. And merge with the 6th American. Okay. Since they're pushing for 200-person naval invasion, they'll need 200 ships. But yeah, so Canada has fallen. The British are pretty much looking like they cannot... Yeah, like, all of this is independent. They completely lost control of India. Yeah, there's some tiny bits of Bengal. And the British are in real bad way right now with so many of their troops committed to so many theaters of war. As long as the Liberian Revolt can win for all the hell I care. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of casually walk into London now. Yeah. The Japanese garrison's not enough to help Britain. Economic crisis in the Great Qing. Fair enough. Central America. Bengal. Ceylon. I mean, I'm also kind of impressed that Great Britain hasn't had an economic crisis right now. Yeah, their GDP has fallen from 400 million to 700 million. Yeah, we are now #1 by a fairly large margin. And if you could count the GDP of France, which is mostly owned by us at this point, then yeah. All right. So liberate Canada and pay war reps. Everyone agrees. All right. So another chunk of their empire is taken out. Just further pushing them into a complete spiraling collapse. Bengal is bankrupt. Yep, 17 million, 16 million. The Brits aren't surviving that one. So anyway, Canada. Sorry for, like, the occupation. You know. We understand that you were not a belligerent. You were a, yeah. You were... They disallowed trade routes. Some is economic instability.